Let's go. It is a beautiful hump day. Reporting to duty. Driving in early this morning. I've got a day full of a new hire interview. It is an awesome, my internet. It is an awesome, I was on the Wi-Fi, it jumped off, sorry. Awesome responsibility, but that doesn't make it, like we were talking about, it doesn't make it suck any less. But it is all attitude. It's an awesome responsibility. We do get to pick the future of the department, and it is cool. So excited to do that for the next 3 days. We've already got 1 day under our belt, 3 days to go. And yeah, pretty excited. I was reading Sebastian Younger. Good Lord. Without the story of why. Yeah, I'm getting discombobulated. Reading it, it was talking about the Battle of the Blitz in London. And it was super interesting to read that the chaos would hit. The chaos would hit and the people would, society would break down. They thought it would be mass hysteria. And what's crazy is the actual opposite happened. It solidified the populace in a way unlike anything. And there's been studies done, which I'm going to look up some of the studies to prove some points for some stuff I'm working on. And natural disasters and wide-scale disasters and terrible circumstances throughout history solidify societies in ways that the mundane and normal never does. And it's crazy when you think about it. You know, everybody says they never want to see another 9/11. And absolutely not. But then everybody, you know, always talks about they do wish they could have 9/12 back, which is just that sense of community and that belonging to each other that existed for those couple years after. And I get that sentiment. But I say all that because it's interesting read, first of all, and it's an interesting data that he puts out there, including mental health, the effects on mental health, how at the time they had asylums and how the populace of the asylums actually went down when they expected it to go up. Suicides went down. I mean, everything. In fact, the suicides went up in the that were affected. And there's lots of conclusions to be drawn from it. But one of the things that I'm working on, especially for this class I'm teaching come July, is how systems and rules, you know, we agree to abide by a set of systems and rules in society. That's what we do. And that's powerful. I get that. There's no doubt about that. It allows us to grow as a society and hold each other accountable to those rules. But what happens when you put systems and rules in place is you kind of lose a breakdown of the familial, the tribal, and that's what he's talking about in the book Tribe. You lose a sense of the belonging to the whole and the accountability to the whole. And it's a cool thing to think about, because when that breaks down, and I'm applying it to the culture of a fire department, where you have the more systems, rules, and policies you have in place that run the place, the less accountability there is on an individual scale. So when people do stuff, you know, people, when a person does misbehaves or acts out that damages the whole of the organization, they rely on the systems and the rules and the administrative properties to fix the problem rather than fixing it themselves. Let me punch in this gate. And that's it's an interesting hypothesis that I'm going to run through and talk about in that class. So I'm working on it. It's going to play out. I wanted to talk it out today and see how I felt about it, but I really do think that the more systems, rules, and policies you rely on to keep your place running properly, the more the dichotomy is you lose that accountability of one person to the other, because they start relying on the rules and they abdicate that responsibility and holding each other. It is a fun one to run through the process. I'm gonna work on that for the Culture Forge. So I wanted to run by you this morning and see what you thought. Give me your thoughts. I don't know if it's universally true or if it's just a cool hypothesis to run with, but absolutely enjoying the thought process on it. Other than that, I hope you're absolutely crushing the day. If you're on duty, like I am reporting to duty, I just pulled up to my beautiful fire station. If you're on duty today, I hope you absolutely crush. I hope you catch, jobs. I hope you catch jobs. I really do. Knock on some wood somewhere. But if you're coming off duty, I hope you kill the day. I hope you have some time with your family. And if you're on the V50, man, enjoy. If you're on the same time frame, enjoy the reset day. Enjoy the reset day. Embrace it, and get ready for tomorrow. If you're working on the V50 and you're not on a reset day, man, then set those goals and crush those goals. Enjoy the journey. I gotta get to work. Godspeed.